Hello, directions for week 4, block style letter 4A. Please open the attached letterhead document. The letterhead is at the top of the page and there's a flashing cursor directly below it. Hold control and press the end button, END, and it takes you down a little bit more. But make sure your vertical line position is showing here so that if you're not, choose the right status bar to click and choose vertical page position. So where you want to start the date is on 3.5. So I'm going to have to press enter. And sometimes it might be a little bit in between. I'm going to go at 3.4. That's close enough. So the first thing we're going to do is put in the date. So insert and then choose date and time. And I usually choose the third option, which shows the month spelled out. I don't need the day of the week. And then make sure it's checked off for update automatically. So if I open up this next week, it'll have next week's date. And then click OK. And then you'll press enter twice. And you'll type who this letter is going to. And press enter. And I'm going to show you the difference between just plain enter and shift enter. So I'll just enter and the street address. And then I'll enter and type the salutation. And I'll start with dear and use Miss and her last name, followed by a colon and enter. And this is where I would begin the body of the letter. So if you notice the inside address, the 3 lines, they're all spaced out, so it's not showcasing the inside address separately from the rest of the letter. So if I go up to Anderson and I press enter, and then hold shift enter, do you see how these two are closer? It removes that extra gap. So I'll go after drive and do the same thing, press delete. But now instead of just enter, I'll use shift enter. And then another thing that you can see, if you go up here in the paragraph group and you click show hide, when you use shift enter, it's like a hook arrow versus a paragraph symbol. So those are keeping the lines closer together. So now we'll type the body of the paragraph. Remember the word wraparound, do not end. When you get to the end of the line, what doesn't fit will automatically wrap to the next line. Where you want to press enter is when you want to start a completely new paragraph. So the only thing you want to make sure that you type in here, I think it says first name, and you want to replace that with Ashley, the student's first name. So that's the only place it occurs. And then it has the closing here. So again, you just enter and you'll type sincerely, followed by a comma, and that's matching the open punctuation here with the colon and then followed by a comma, and then 3 enters, enter, and the department. And again, do you notice that separates it too much? If you want to, you can use shift enter just to keep them closer. So make sure that you edit and proofread this document completely, because Word, there is spell check, which is very helpful, and grammar check. But if you leave out words, it's not going to notice that at all, so you have to check. And then sometimes if you, like if you typed in instead of on, it's spelled correctly, it's not going to know which one that you wanted. The other example, if you typed from and it's supposed to be form, they're both spelled correctly, they just don't know what content you're using. So the next thing we're going to do, if you wanted to view it as a 1-page, there the letter is. So it's a fancy letterhead and who it's sent to, and you can see that it's more separated in sections rather than if you used all the same spacing, not the shift enter. So the next thing we want to do is actually, most copiers have a envelope printing feature. So what you would do is you would select the 3 lines of who it's being mailed to, and on the tabs, the ribbon, choose mailings, and then select envelope. And what you selected automatically puts in under the delivery address. Now you can type a return address that would type in the upper left corner, but we'll use stick letterhead envelope, so we won't need that. And this, just click add to your document. So there is the official envelope, the standard number 10 size, and there's your letter. And that's a save and submit. Thank you.